Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at LPAT. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are likely to do. So Nifty went up around 700 odd points today after the exit polls, and then it just stayed there. So this is the month of June. We opened with a strong gap, but this month has just started, so be careful. The next demand zone is still at this point. On the monthly chart, there is no supply, and that's the area where, if at all any pullback happens towards the second half of this month, the minimum pullback would be at least up to 21,800. On the weekly chart, after a negative week of hitting a new high, today we gapped up, and though we opened up high, we never crossed that high during the intraday time, but that still has to be seen tomorrow because the results are tomorrow for results. And if they are favorable, we could see a push towards at least 23,500 to 24,000. That's the area where it might go this week. Please remember the weekly closing will be very, very important. So you got to be careful when you're trading index. That's the main area of demand zone. This is the area from where we went up and gave a new high. The week has just started. Big event tomorrow. The markets could remain volatile while the counting is on. So be careful. Once we go beyond today's high, probably we will try and hit 23,500, and in due course of the week, maybe towards 23,800, if there is enough momentum and there is a strong news, or the mandate is very, very strong. No supply zone, so be careful. But remember one thing, there is no demand here. So if at all we turn, we would easily come towards 22,500, but shorts have to be based on confirmation. That's a daily chart. Big move today, and it went up from this area of demand zone. So that's a crucial area of demand zone. So unless and until this demand zone is not reached, probably we may not move towards this. So we need to see how the market behaves this week. If after an up move we end up closing below 23,000, then we can look at some shorts towards 22,500, and on reach of this, probably around 21,500 to 21,800. So shorts will have a lot of good reward to risk, but there is no confirmation and the trend and momentum is strong. So be careful. There is no great trade that you can see in the index right now. So if you can stay on the sidelines for index, that will be good. After tomorrow, volatility will also, India VIX will also drop down. Then, based on intraday time frames, you can keep trading. So no supply zone, big gap up, 75-minute chart. So we opened up, came down towards 23,054 and moved up. So probably that's going to be the area to watch out for. But it's a very, very wide area between 23,250 to 23,050. And that's the main demand area. On smaller time frames, if you have to see, let me just keep this on a 15-minute chart. If at all anybody is wanting to take some risk for a higher move towards 23,500, that's the area of demand zone where you can take some intraday trades. And if it goes above, you can maybe overnight hold it. But I would say there are a lot of stocks which will give you good RR rather than trading the index. So no supply, bullish bias. If you're in long trade in the index, continue holding it. Tomorrow, if tomorrow we go beyond 23,350, we should get some more reward till another 200 odd points. So that's what we have for Nifty. A quick look at India VIX. India VIX today corrected from that area of supply zone on the weekly. So tomorrow we could see this demand zone also maybe breached if results are favorable. But if results are not favorable, maybe there is a good chance this volatility will shoot up. But based on the exit polls, if results are aligned along with the exit polls. So we could see this dropping down and coming towards, let's say, 16 areas. Look at Bank Nifty, this superstar performer. Bank Nifty has a better price action outlook, though this is still a very, very compressive move. On the monthly chart, again, no supply zone. That's the area now of demand zone which you would want to look at, where it's very high on the curve on the monthly. Maybe we'll look at some smaller time frame on the weekly, and the next areas of demand zone are here. So these are the two demand zones stacked, no supply zone, strong gap up today, and the gap. And in fact, Bank Nifty made a new high after opening and went beyond the open price. So there could be follow through in Bank Nifty. So avoid shorting this week completely for any of the indices or any of the stocks for that matter. Wait for confirmation to get into shorts. On the weekly chart, that's still the area of demand zone on the weekly chart, from where we went up and gave a new high. So if at all we turn down and close below 50,000, we could probably come towards 48,000 to 47,500, but that's only going to be on confirmation. Nifty might, Bank Nifty might move towards at least, let's say, if again, as I said, results are favorable, anywhere between 51,500 to 52,000. Strong trend up, and this week could see good momentum coming in. On the daily chart, again, no supply zone. That's the area of demand zone where you can take longs, but avoid taking it tomorrow if it comes here. Probably wait for markets to settle down and then decide where you want to, what the market is telling. If you breach this, then it might come towards 47,200, 250. But a bullish bias and no supply zone. Watch out for 50,050 price areas. On the 75-minute chart, no supply, and that is a 75-minute demand zone. Again, no achievement, but since it's an all-time high and the momentum is strong, any pullback here could be bought for, let's say, up to 51,500 on smaller time frames. Those are the areas of demand which will be really good if you want to trade intraday. That's around 50,600. This is based on, this is going to be very aggressive, and as the counting progresses, you could see volatility and prices can move to even 50,500. So be careful about that. If you're not in any trade, maybe avoid getting into some stocks. Bank stocks look good. And no shorting allowed. If you're in trade, maybe you can hold it till at least 51,300 to 51,500. So bullish bias, but very overextended. Pullback is imminent, and we'll have to wait for confirmation. So let price do its thing tomorrow and probably this week. And we need to see how this week closes. If we close below 50,200, then that's going to be better. You could see a pullback at least towards 29,200.